That's right. Let's pop this shit off the right way. Can I speak? Let me see how long they'll let me get into this joint before they try to do something crazy to me. I ain't did nothing wrong, y'all. Right on. I've only ever took my lumps like a man, and yet somehow still the powers that be, whatever they are, feel the need to come and sequester this little ass channel. You know what I mean? I tried to drop the white Malcolm X joint. And they said, 57 whole minutes and some change of some real life information, and then my own conjecture, my own opinion, whatever, right? Because I can be wrong. It's okay. I'm just telling you what I think. What I think could be all the way flawed and whatever, but it's my thoughts, and I can tell you that. However, I'm saying, can I speak? Because I got 44 whole seconds in the last joint. That's it. 44 whole seconds. And all I was trying to say was that the dude was more like Malcolm X than he was Martin Luther King. We're not even going to go into that too super tough. Because I want to know, can I speak? Can I speak on the platform? Can I express myself and articulate myself like everybody else does? I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for views. I'm not asking for likes. I'm not asking for shares. I don't understand what the issue is. So I'm asking, can I speak? Not may I speak, can I speak? Because I already know I may do as I please. I can do as I please, but I'm saying on this platform, can I speak right now? Because it's crazy that a dude who went around, who called himself a radical in his own words, right on, or said that his view was radical, in his own words, attacked MLK in his own words, no different than Malcolm X, got laid out by a dude who looked like him, like Malcolm X, by people. Understand. Even if it had been a black person that had killed Charlie Kirk, they would not have done it on a college campus. He would have had to have been somewhere a little more local, a little more touchable, where anybody can get touched here for getting beside themselves. So the thing is like, right, are we talking about me comparing this dude to Malcolm X because he really was? Because at the end of the day, Malcolm X was seen as a racist bigot. People forget that part. Seemingly, he was seen as a bigot. That's why King's approach was much more palatable to white folks, because at least he not talking about trying to get rid of us. Right. Two-brain scientists coming from the middle of the earth. Can't make it up. Anyway, whole thing being this. If Charlie Kirk, like he said he was as a Christian, so what I take that as is Pauline doctrine leaning, swine flesh eating, Christ denying, in name only Christian. My point being this, is that the Christ himself never called himself God in the flesh. Not capital G for sure. Never said nothing like that. So for these individuals to pontificate in their minds that this is the Most High God in the flesh, when it's already said, right, we're going to run it back. If the Christ said, and only if he said, he didn't come here to get rid of the laws or the prophets, he didn't come to destroy but to fulfill. If that's the truth, that means that when the Most High God told Moses, any man that sees my face, right, no man shall see my face and yet live. That means that any individual who anybody dealt with face to face was not the Most High God. Indeed, was the Christ. This is the same Christ who people believe was on the earth at a certain period in time. And they're waiting for this same Christ to come back. That being said, rewind. If you say that Christ is the Most High God, the King of the